watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Well, hello crafty friends, it's Holly with Melody Lane Inspired, and I have something I am so excited to share with you guys. Like, so excited. So, you may have noticed in the Cricut shop that you no longer see the AutoPress in there. And I know with it being Cricut's biggest press, a lot of people are probably like, wait, where's the AutoPress? Well, I'm here to tell you, the AutoPress 2 is here. And not only is it here, but it is completely redesigned and redid. And actually, it checked all those boxes of things that I wish the original AutoPress had. So, we're gonna go ahead and do an unboxing, get this thing set up, and then go ahead and do a first press. So, first things we gotta do is we gotta get it out the box, right? So we're gonna go ahead and do an unboxing, get it set up, and then go ahead and do a first project. So let's get started and check it out. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and get our heat press out. So we're just gonna go ahead and once we get the box open, we're gonna go ahead and pull these out. And right on top here, you're gonna get a get started booklet. Stuck against this one side, you're gonna wanna pull this out. And in here, you're gonna get a box, and your power cord is wrapped in that too, but it's connected to your heat press too, so you don't wanna pull that off. And on the other end here, you just have a piece of cardboard you can pull out. And then in that, you'll get a user guide. And then you can just pull out all the extra pieces on the side also. Now, I'm pretty sure getting that out of the box is gonna be the hardest part of it. And it is quite heavy. So if you need somebody to help you lift, please have somebody help you lift. And there she is. Isn't she pretty? This is in the deep slate color, so it's really two-tone with this deep slate bottom and then this lighter blue top. And like I mentioned, this thing is completely redesigned. This looks nothing like the previous AutoPress. So now that we got it out of the box, we're gonna go ahead and get this set up, and then we're gonna go ahead and do our first press. Important, in that box we pulled out, we wanna go ahead and open this. And this here is the control pod. So we're gonna use this to go ahead and set time, temp, and something new with this, you can actually adjust the pressures. Yes, it will come with settings with automatic pressure settings, but if you need more or less pressure, you can now adjust that with this machine right through the control pad. Something else different with this press is, this is Cricut's first heat press that is going to be fully integrated into the Cricut Design Space app, meaning you can go ahead, set your times, pressures, settings, all of that right within Design Space. So no separate app, so that is very exciting. So we're going to get to try that out too. And another update that I love to the new AutoPress 2, check this out. We now have a full slide out tray. Yes, no longer do we have that clamshell design. So love that we can pull this out, lay our project on it, and then slide it back in. And a couple other things. Previously, you could only press up to 70 pounds, and now you can apply up to 220 pounds of pressure. And the higher pressure is huge because that's what you're going to be able to press the puff with and like DTF transfers and things like that, and still be able to press all the other iron-ons also. And infusible ink and sublimation. And you can press projects up to 1.8 inches thick. It also goes a little hotter too, where previously the AutoPress went to 400. This one's going to go to 410 degrees. And let's talk about a couple other features on this too. First, let's talk about the increased heat plate size, which previously the AutoPress had a 12-inch by 15-inch. Now this one, we're getting a 15-inch by 15-inch, and that's going to give consistent edge-to-edge pressure over the whole project. One thing great with these presses is you don't have to worry about, sometimes you have to press really hard, especially if you're trying to do like puff iron on or those DTFs, and you're putting so much pressure on trying to lean on it. And sometimes that hurts our wrists, our arms, and everything. This is gonna apply all the pressure for you. Safety feature does have a 15-minute auto shut off, which I am very happy for because I can't tell you the amount of times I have walked away from a press and got busy. But with Cricut, they always have these auto shut offs on it too. So after 15 minutes, it will shut off. If you need more time, you can just go ahead and hit a button on the control pad and then it will continue going. Okay, let's go ahead and get it set up and then we'll walk through all of the things for the pod. Now you can go ahead and set up through desktop, tablet, or phone. I'm gonna be using my iPad here. First thing we want to do in Design Space is hit those 3 lines, and then from the drop down there, we can go ahead and choose Machine Setup. Now once you get to this screen, you can go ahead and select Set up a heat press, and then Continue. And then on this screen, you will select your press. Now my press says Hydrogen because I did this before it actually launched, but yours will go ahead and say AutoPress 2 there. So you can go ahead and click that. And then it's going to let you know to go ahead and power on your machine, which is the top button on the left there, right above the dial. And it's also letting you know, make sure you have your heat press plugged in. And then for the Bluetooth, you want to keep it within 15 feet of the device. Now it's going to go ahead and search for it. And when you see yours pop up, which yours will say AutoPress 2 there, again, mine says something different, go ahead and hit connect. And that's it. We are successfully set up. Now you can go ahead and read Cricut's terms of use and privacy policy, and then you got to click that box and then hit continue. And now your machine's just going to go ahead and update the firmware. Then once you are up to date, you can go ahead and find your AutoPress right up at the top of the homepage in Design Space, those 3 wiggly lines. Now mine says find your hydrogen, but yours will be AutoPress 2. So you can go ahead and click on those 3 squigglies. Now your heat press is connected to the Design Space app. So I am going to show you on a project actually how to use this. But before we do the project, let me go ahead and show you how to control your press from the pod also. Now for the power, you're actually going to turn the power on and off right here on the control pod by turning that on there. And the first time you turn it on, your press is going to go ahead and open. Now let's talk about the control pod. So our left dial here, we're going to go ahead and be able to adjust the temperature, time, and pressure from this. You can see as I turn the dial, my top number there, which is my temperature, is changing. Now, if we want to go ahead and go down to time, we just click that left dial, and then from there we can adjust the time. And if we click it one more time, it will take us down to our pressure where we can adjust that too. And the right dial here is our preset settings. So it comes with 4 preset settings already on this, and you can dial through 1, 2, 3, or 4. And if you look at my control pad there, you can see on the right-hand side the number 3 and now the number 4, letting you know what preset you're on. Now, you can also open and shut your press at any time by just clicking on the right dial there. If you click it, it'll close, and then if you click it, you can go ahead and open it too at any time. Now, say you're going to be pressing many of the same projects. Well, this has auto mode for that. So to go ahead and turn on auto mode so it'll save those selections you have, you just hold down on the right dial till that A appears. Mine was already set, so as you've seen, it disappeared, and that's how you can shut it off too. And the 4 presets for this are, for the first one, this is for your puff iron-on that you're pressing on cotton. Number 2 is going to be for your iron-on that you're pressing on cotton or polyester. Number 3 is going to be for those DTF transfers that you're putting on cotton or polyester. And number 4 is for infusible ink that you're pressing onto polyester. But you can go ahead and customize these to ones that you used more. Say you don't do infusible ink often, so you rather use that preset for something else. Well, go ahead and turn your dial to 4. But then adjust the temperature, time, and pressure to whatever you need. And then once you have your settings there, go ahead and you're going to hold down on the left dial on the control pad for 5 seconds, and that's going to go ahead and save those settings for that preset. And right here in your user guide, you'll actually go ahead and it will list the presets here. Now that I went ahead and showed you everything with the press, I think the best thing to do is show you it in action. So we're going to go ahead and do a project here. I'm so excited because I'm going to be using this awesome new, this is from Cricut. This is their new Chameleon Color Shift iron-on. Now this is the green to purple, but look how cool that'll look. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to control this from my iPad, so we're going to pull that up. And just a little note, whatever you start pressing your project with, you want to complete. So if you start with your pod, finish it with the pod, and if you start with the iPad or your tablet or your phone, go ahead and finish it with that. So when you hit those 3 squiggly lines at the top of Design Space for your heat press, this is where it will take you. So if you want to manually select your temperature, time, and pressure, you can right here on the screen. Just hit the plus and minus next to the ones that you want to adjust. But to get the settings right within heat press, go ahead and hit get step-by-step guidance. And then from here, you're first going to go ahead and select your transfer material, which mine's going to be Chameleon iron-on. And then we're going to go ahead and choose our base material, which I'm going to be pressing it on 100% cotton. And right here, it'll tell you what all you need and then what steps you'll take. First, it's going to take you into your preheat and give you instructions on that right there. Also, right above the pressure, it shows in orange what temperature my press is. So right now, it's still heating up. And when that gets to color, that will actually be green. Now, say you need to skip your preheat. Maybe you've already done it. You can go ahead in the right corner up there. You can go ahead and hit skip, and then that will just take you into the press. But you can always skip, go forward, or you can go back. And the indicator light on top is letting me know that it is green, so that means it is up to temp and we are ready to use. Now, after you're done with your project and it's cooling down, you will see it flashing orange, and that's just letting you know that it is still warm, so be careful. Now, you can touch the top here. You can even touch this, just gets a little slightly warm. This stays completely cool up here, but you do want to be careful. Your pad here is fine. This down here is fine, but your heat source is right there. So you always want to think of that when putting your project in. First, we're gonna go ahead and do our preheat. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this tray out, and we'll lay our shirt out on our tray here. Now that you have this in place, be careful because right under here is hot. So you do want to remember that when you're getting your hands close. But as with any iron-on, DTF, infusible ink, etc., you do want to go ahead and make sure you lint roll your shirt to get any debris off. I don't know about you, but in my house, a piece of animal hair will appear on this within seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and push that tray all the way in, and then we can go ahead on our iTablet or phone here. You can go ahead and hit go, and it's gonna go ahead and close the press and then start applying that pressure. And as soon as the time is up, the press will go ahead and automatically open for us. I don't know about you, but I just find that so satisfying. Now we're gonna go ahead and take our design and get our design placed. And I wanna find the center of my design, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fold this over and line up the ends of my letters there and put a little crease here. That way I can visually see where I want the middle there. That way I can place that like so. And make sure your fabric is smoothed out underneath your design here before we go ahead and do this. Now that we've done the preheat for 5 seconds, so we're just gonna cover with our heat resistant pressing sheet, slide in. Now, if you don't push your tray in far enough, it will let you know in the app and give you an error on here too, and then just give it a little more push. And you can go ahead and refer to the directions right here on the screen. Make sure you have done those correctly. And then if so, go ahead and hit go. And then again, it's gonna go ahead and engage that press. And then it'll go ahead and open again once it's finished. Then we can go ahead and slide out our tray, and then right in Design Space, it lets us know to let this cool before removing the liner. And you also get the aftercare instructions right here also. And once that liner's cool to the touch, we're gonna go ahead and slowly peel that back. As I'm looking at this, it's literally turning from green to purple. That is so stinking cool. And there is our finished Beach Bum Chameleon Color Shift shirt. Isn't that so fun though? I just love how it just depends what angle you look at it. Green to purple. If you guys knew Melody's Tesla, it totally reminds me of Melody's Tesla with that Space Galaxy wrap. I love it. And the results with this have been amazing on literally everything I've pressed. And I've pressed many things from I've done coasters to canvases to shirts. I did some custom jeans using some iron-on patches. And literally each one has gave me amazing results pressing. The new AutoPress 2 is honestly fantastic, whether you're a small business owner or you just like a press so that's easy to use and gives you great results. Now, if you haven't picked yours up yet but want to know where to get yours, this press is available exclusively on Amazon until November. So I will go ahead and throw in the link to go ahead and purchase yours through Amazon, which we greatly appreciate when you guys do use those links. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave us a comment below. What do you think of this new press? And did you get your hands on one yet? And we will see you guys next time. Happy crafting, guys. Bye.